All right, the last thing that I want to share with you is the year in review project kit. The year in review project kit. This is my second biggest selling kit, project kit that I do every year. It is second only to December documented. So let me pull this out. This year in review project kit every year is designed around the about last month style of memory keeping that I started doing in August of 2020. And it is something that I have done every month faithfully since August of 2020. But there's a really easy way that I found to do that. All right. So this is our sixth annual, you guys. This is the sixth year in review project kit that we've done. So I am doing my year in review project for the full year in my noted traveler's notebook. All right. You know, you can use whatever traveler's notebook cover you want, but I am using the noted one, super neutral, right? And there is actually a bundled version of that. So you can buy the year in review project kit without a cover, or you can buy it with this cover and it's discounted or bundled when you do that. But important, it does not include a cover unless you do the bundle because a lot of people already have their own traveler's notebook cover that they want to use. So you do need a cover for this project. All right. So while we're here, I will show you there's a new charm for 2026 that you can hang off of your year in review traveler's notebook. It's got a little star, a little bow, and then your little 2026. So that guy I usually just clip right into the elastics right there. Um, Speaking of charms, these are some charms that I had left over from a project that I taught at an event earlier this year. So you'll also see those as part of the December release. Just a cute little bee and a bow, kind of much bigger charm there. All right, so year in review project kit. We're going to take a look at the kit, and then I will show you what I have done with it. The entire class is designed and instructions done and everything. You guys, when I said shipping now, I mean shipping now. And I have to tell you, this is like I can't even thank Amy and thank my graphic designer enough. Historically, you guys, I put this project kit up for pre-order right now because you guys start chomping at the bit and you get really antsy. And so up until this year, it's never been actually ready to go and ship mid-December. I put it up for pre-order mid-December and it ships end of January. This is the first year it is up for order now and it is shipping now, which is huge. So I can't thank Amy enough. I can't thank my graphic designer enough. So much of that has to do with them. And Lily and Denise, who do all the order picking, packing, processing, they are like thrilled because it makes their job so much easier when I put things up for sale on the website that are actually, shipping now. All right. So, with this project kit, let's start out with the paper. Everything in this project kit is Layle by Mail exclusive, which is the first year for year in review. So you have two papers. I had so much fun with my graphic designer designing these papers because these are only for year in review. That's the only place you can get them is in the project kit. So I knew exactly what I needed because I've done this project now for 6 years. So we were able to do some really fun things. That's our slipcover. We were able to do some really fun things with the part that we don't need for the slipcover because this is only being used for that. And then you have the cut apart pages. All right. You have your cards to decorate your pockets, also a fun to do on the inside. All right. So those two papers. It comes with one traveler's notebook insert, one of my lined traveler's notebook inserts, because that's kind of the base of the project. You have what we already saw, the 2026 About Last Month stamp set. And then you have 2 packs of die cuts. Now, this kit also comes in a 13.5 by 13 craft storage pouch. And again, because this is a kit that you will be working on throughout the year, so it's nice to be able to have your nice protected storage pouch to kind of hold all your things. The die cuts. So die cuts are definitely the meat of the kit in addition to the stamp. So let's take a look at those, and then I will show you the completed project, so you know what you are in store for. All right, so 2 different die cut packs. The first die cut pack, these are die cut icons. There are 117 pieces. These are only available with the project kit. The die cut icons you cannot get outside of the project kit, just available with the project kit. 117 of these. So I will pop all of these out. You can see these here, kind of separated by month, but you can also see kind of a better view of those on the website. Yes, beautiful colors. The design, you guys, oh my gosh, just she like look at this. Look at the sun. Isn't that just so cute? The attention to detail. There's little polka dots behind. Oopsie, got a little blurry there. Little faint polka dots behind that sun. Like look at this pair. I love the black lines and then just like the little shadowing, the little dot shadowing. I mean, you guys, she is one talented mama. I can't wait. I can't wait to introduce you to her later this or later next year in 2026. All right. So basically, you have an assortment of die cuts for every month, all 12 months. So we'll just kind of spread some of those out. This is also a little intro to a new mascot. That is a new scatter. That's our new scatter the squirrel. And you will see him pop up in a number of different places later this year. So, but look how cute. Like, look at the little tree. And then the detail on the tree, the little owl hiding behind the leaves. I tell you what, you guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to show you and share and kind of introduce you to the new kind of look and feel for Layle by Mail. All right, lots of die cuts there, assortments across the 12 months. So those are the icons that are part of the kit. Then there is another assortment, and these are part of the kit, but these are available a la carte. Amy convinced me. She said, I think people might want to see these. I think people might want to do some really cool things with these. Amy did a very cool birthday calendar with these. So which may turn into a class towards the end of the year. So kind of news at 11 on that. You have die cuts again for all 12 months, an assortment. So you have like 5 or 6 for each month. You'll see January, February, March. The key that you see across all months is going to be these numbers. So you have a large number for each month. Then you have the month written out as well. And then lots of fun, different size, super cute. Like, look at that one, currently loving. You could write what you're currently loving there. Some larger tags, some smaller little labels, and things like that. All right. So I want to show you now what I have done with the year in review kit. So remember, this is a project kit. So with the project kit comes a class. You know what I think I forgot to say because this was hanging out. That's not the right one. Uh, where did that go? Oh, here it is. That was hanging out over by my other traveler's notebooks. There are 3 classes that come with the season pass, and those are we together set up your traveler's notebook. So if you're not using season pass for a traveler's notebook, you don't have to come, but they're fun, and you kind of learn some fun ideas in class. Anyway, all right. So now let's jump back to the class for the year in review. So year in review, it's about a 3-hour class together. We decorate our pockets of your traveler's notebook, so of your cover. Remember, the kit does not come with a cover. It is bundled with a cover if you want to get the noted, but if not, you need to purchase or pull from your stash a traveler's notebook cover. So we use product to decorate our pockets. How fun is that slip cover, right? Look, that's what we did with this guy, right? Cut it, and that is our slip cover. You have a die cut that says 26 year in review. And then we work into, I'm going to pull this out just because it'll be a little bit easier to see, into all 12 months of the year. First one is kind of an intro. And this is nothing that you have to stamp. Last year, or this year, I should say, I guess for 2025, we used our stamps and we stamped all of that. And some of you said, you know what? I would really like it next year if I didn't have to stamp that and you gave me something that I could just adhere down. So that was also part of one of those cut aparts. That little guy we add there, and then we move into our months. So we have a spread, 2 spreads actually for each month. So this class happens at the end of January, and we get everything set up. We get our pocket set up. We do our slip cover, and together we do our January about last month. So January about last month, I'm going to jump to June for a minute. If you're not familiar with about last month, then this example will show you. Now, This is June 2026. Obviously, I did not travel into the future. Photos and my list are from June 2025, but I needed something to kind of show you. So, the whole idea behind About Last Month is that you make a list of what happened in your world. You pair that with photos. Sometimes I have more photos, sometimes I have less photos. Sometimes there's a lot going on in a month, sometimes there's not a lot going on, and I'm writing things like, we're sitting on the back patio. Finally, the weather's nice enough. We saw a moose again, where we see the moose every year, a couple miles from our house. So this can be big things. It can be little things. It can be, I finished these books. I bought fresh flowers. I planted my garden. This is what I planted this year. It's basically just a list of things that happened in your month. And that is what makes this style of memory keeping for me so approachable. I have been scrapbooking, paper crafting, journaling, memory keeping, what have you, since I was pregnant with Jack, 98, since 1997. All right. 1997, I have been doing one form or another of memory keeping. This is the only way. This is the only thing that I have kept consistent with since August of 2020, every single month, because this is manageable. This is manageable. I can print some photos, I can make a list and call it good. And that doesn't mean this is all I do for my memory keeping, but this is such a simple way to document your month, to document your life, About Last Month style. All right. So now that you kind of get a feel for that, I'm going to go back to January. So, January, I have used the About Last Month 2026 stamp set. I have used some of the die cuts. And in class, we will have our photos ready. I'll be adding my photos here and I will be adding my list here, and January will be done. Now, there is another spread for January using some of the other die cuts. In this case, I use die cuts from the titles and tags. So you have a spread, a secondary spread besides About Last Month for each month. Now, people say, well, what would I do here, Layle? And I would say, well, you can expand on any of the stories or things that you put on your list here. You could add extra photos. You could do in the news. If you make an in the news list, you could do what a day, where you are kind of documenting one particular day on the things that you did that day and adding photos. You could do a glimmers list. You could do a currently list. You could do a favorite list. So lots of ideas for what that you could put right here. All right. All right. Next up. Um, I think I know what TK is asking about. So I'm going to come back. I will answer that question in a minute. I'll clarify, then answer that question. Then we move into February. Same thing, right? We're using our stamps too. Uh, Stamp our little grid there for February. Adding die cuts, I'll make my list here, add photos here. And then I have that secondary spread for whatever I'd like to add. And then March. So your instructions, as I mentioned in class, we set up our pockets, we do the slipcover, and then we do January, and then we will do 2nd January. From then on out in class, we don't do any of this together because I found most people want to wait to get February ready until February was over. So when you're actually adding your photos, so you're not putting photos on top of things, you're adding your photos, making your list. You have photos in your instructions of every month, but in class, we get through January and then you guys go from there. There's February. There is March. I play around with different ink colors, mixing different colors, sometimes turning the stamp upside down. And on the website and on the supply list, I tell you what ink colors that I have used for which month. So you kind of know what you're looking at if you want to add, if you want to use colored ink. This is an example where I flipped the stamp upside down, right? So we looked at that at the very beginning when we were looking at the stamp set. But if you look at, there is it upside down and there it is right side up. There's your in between spread. May, same thing, in between spread. June, we'll also be talking about lots of stamping tips because I know some of you are worried about stamping. You worry about messing something up. So I actually did mess something up and you probably wouldn't even know. I messed something up in April. And you know how I fixed it? I just stamped over another piece of paper and glued it right on top. So there's not a lot that you can't fix if you mess up your stamping. July, so a little bit of 4th of July, but also mixing in some yellow. So it kind of softens that, red and blue. There's your in-between spread, August. So we go through all of this in class. We get everything done together up through January, and then we go through every spread, and you have colored photos of every spread. But this is a great project, really to kind of stay up, kept up with your memory keeping. Some of you have done this with me every year. This will be your 6th year. And there we go. All right. So I think TK was asking a question about more paper. And I actually received an email from someone else today saying, hey, generally I like to use more paper in my year in review, besides like what you have in the kit. And she said, hey, is there any way you could make some 6x8 papers like this and add some other colors and do some other things? And I haven't responded back to her yet. This year, no. But that is on my radar for next year. One of the things you guys don't know is coming yet in 2026 is 6x8 paper packs. So we will be moving into, in addition to some 12x12s, doing some 6x8 paper packs. So um, we can absolutely look at doing like an add-on pack for 2027 to go with your year in review. So nothing that we can do for this year, but I can certainly make some recommendations for maybe colors that you could use, some other products that you might have to work with it. All right. But I love it when you guys make requests like that because definitely gives us ideas that we wouldn't have thought of. Yeah, 6x8 paper packs. So 6x8 paper packs. We will be doing generic ones that don't go with a particular collection. We will be working on one with the travel collection that will come out in May. We will also be working on one for the Christmas collection that will come out in August.